This is a question we will never stop hearing. Still no Ash?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
What is happening, trainers? We are less than a week away from the debut of Mega Voltage, the new arc from Pokemon Horizons. And based off this trailer, we have a lot to talk about. But I want to focus on the fan reactions because they are priceless. Crew Postar raises a question that I constantly see, to the point where I don't know if people are just trolling or they genuinely think that Ash is coming back. Joe from Cerebi handles this question perfectly, saying no, Ash's televised journey is done. From a writer's point of view, for them to go back and unravel the perfectly tied ribbon that was the end of Journeys would erase all of the payoff the viewers got, seeing those relationships he made along the way come to an end. But I know people just want to see Ash back, and it's cute, but it just wouldn't make sense. Whenever I see tweets like this, I always go back to the Gengar episode from Journeys where it's waiting for his trainer to come back, but he never does. It's okay, y'all. We gonna get through this. Jetstream Cam says, plot relevant character potentially dies. Characters age for once. Wow, the Pokemon anime is finally good. This was a complete shock to me, saying that out of all people, Freed falling to his seemingly death, given he is the father figure to Liko, Roy, and Dot. There is a huge outcry of people hoping that Freed is still alive. And as hand-holdy as he can be throughout the series, I think he is just way too valuable to be just sent to the graveyard. Entertain Pool says, how would you compare the time skip Liko to the prior Liko? Okay, so let's talk about the new designs. The best change here is the hair clip. We go from a classic Ash insignia to a double clip, which finally gives Liko her own identity. The heart on the pouch would be a close second, given the level of emotional intelligence that we've seen Liko display throughout the series. Overall, I think they did a good job with this. This is definitely a mid-level, mid-form evolution. She's definitely in her Florigato bag. Not a Meowscarada yet, but she's on her way. Amy Team LH says, so they straight up not gonna tell us what happened during the time skip. How did Roy end up with a shiny Lucario? How does he have a Mega Ring? It is so hard not to feel spoiled as a Horizons fan. Not only do we get the first time skip ever in the anime, they pretty much give him a level 100 Pikachu, and he already can use Mega Evolution, meaning he has spent some time in Kalos. And based off the trailers, we see Roy looking for Liko at Indigo Academy, so that information is gonna get handed down, so Liko might be next to get a Mega Ring. Sheenhar says, I love the strangely Ogerpon shaped kid. So his name officially is Alt. I'm guessing that's short for Ultimate, but Ogerpon was not the Pokemon that jumped out to me when I saw this character. Based off his energy in the poster we got, I would say he's more of a Zarude than anything. But I see people are on the fence about these two. I was already sold when I saw Sableye. These two look like straight chaos. And the one interaction I want to see is between Alt and Sango. I think that is going to be explosive. We got this Danny with a very controversial tweet. They need to get Pika out of the anime. Lol. They don't need it anymore. If we just want to be real right now, I think there are way more deserving Pokemon that could be at Roy's side than Cap. But I am 100% sure the writers are contractually obligated to integrate Pikachu in the story. When it comes to people putting Ash on this pedestal, when it comes to the importance of him in the anime, Pikachu is 100 times more important than Ash and always will be. Unfortunately, Pikachu will never leave the anime. We will always get a refresh, never a replacement. Let's get to the Anne segment already. Dear Gal Nan Kovac says, oh my god, wait, do you think Anne will get a time skip treatment? Liko's official BFF, from what I've seen, has not really changed her appearance with the new information we've received. Other than the pigtails being in full bloom, Anne doesn't seem to have changed that much. The biggest thing coming from the information dumps is her Oshawott being revealed as Hisuian, as we see her and her now fully evolved Samurott go up against Roy in the courtyard. Since the first episode, I've been hoping Aang gets third chair, but as the series progressed, we see Dot was the one chosen. Now with the new arc, they straight up bring a new character as the fourth traveling companion, and I'm just hoping they let Aang get a little more screen time. Referring to this double spread promo material that we've got, Mud Monthly says, where's Dot in the main character part? From what I've seen, Dot is taking a back seat with her being MIA with all these leaks. If I could pinpoint the reason why she isn't being represented as much as Liko and Roy, Dot by far has had the most character development of the three, and I think it would be good for her to take a more passive role and let Liko and Roy grow on screen, like when we saw her go from hermit introvert to a mature, capable Pokemon trainer. Dot is not going anywhere, rightly so, and she is too much of a crowd favorite. This is a big one. Pokemon Horizons is truly a blessed series. It might genuinely surpass X and Y at some point. I cannot express how bold of a statement this is. For Horizons to eclipse X and Y, you need a Serena, which Horizons does not have. On top of that, the battles in X and Y are unmatched. DP comes a close second, but Horizons has not found its footing when it comes to battle animations. When you watch Horizons, you get a lot of flair, shout out to Kalos, but not a lot of strategic battles that we desperately need. Horizons needs to do three things, in my opinion, to even put them in a conversation with X and Y. There has to be a will they, won't they with two main characters. We need a tournament arc featuring a crazy amount of legendary Pokemon. And Liko and Roy has to stop the Explorers on a global, world-ending movie plot type scale. If we can get those three, then the X and Y conversation can happen. I want to shout out to everybody that has been here since the Sprigatito days, because the first arc was kind of rough. But with all this new information with the new arc, the journey has been well worth it. What I really want to see is the Easter eggs that are going to be in the anime from the upcoming Legends ZA game. But when it comes to Pokemon Horizons Mega Voltage, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.